With the official announcement that we will be getting a second and third season for Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender, we are more than eager to see what's next for our beloved team Avatar. Not only that, but we are anxious to see new characters join this series. But what if I told you that one of our protagonists will be severely affected to the point that he might lose some of his skills temporarily due to the events of the series finale? From what you saw in the title of this video, you know that we're talking about Sokka. You might say that he seemed fine, so why do we almost affirm that Sokka will be undergoing this struggle? How long will this struggle last? All of these questions will be answered by the end of this video, as we will be discussing everything that will happen with Sokka in the second season of Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender. Keep in mind that this video will contain spoilers for Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender, and possibly its source material, so take this as your spoiler warning. But before we begin, if you enjoy everything related to Avatar: The Last Airbender and want to see more content like this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel, since we will be discussing everything related to this series. Welcome to the Avatar State. Let's start things off by taking a look at the events that happened with Sokka during the first season of Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender to see how it will affect him in future seasons. We first see Sokka when he is leading the future generation of warriors of Wolf Cove. He then goes with his sister Katara to hunt some fish, since the fishing boats came back empty. But he didn't expect things to go the way they did. They encounter strong current that makes them crash and find a giant iceberg. This is when Aang emerges from it, shooting a beam of light to the sky, coming out of the Avatar state and stopping his 100-year slumber. Sokka wanted to leave him behind, but Katara convinced him to take the young air nomad back to Wolf Cove. When they get back, they find out that he is the last airbender, and eventually they find out he is the Avatar as well. The beam of light caught the attention of a Fire Nation ship that was nearby. But it wasn't any Fire Nation ship. This one was Zuko's Fire Nation ship. At first, Sokka was willing to give Aang up, but he is convinced by Katara not to. It gets to the point where Sokka challenges and fights Zuko, a fight that wasn't to his favor. Aang eventually stops the fight and lets Zuko take him. Unfortunately for Zuko, this didn't last long, since Aang managed to escape and even is rescued by Sokka, Katara, and Appa. From here, they go to the Southern Air Temple, where Katara convinces Sokka once again to help Aang in his journey. They arrive at Kyoshi Island so Aang can get answers on how to do his job as the Avatar. At Kyoshi Island, they get captured by the Kyoshi warriors because they were trespassing. They get released and get to an agreement with the mayor. Sokka had an immediate connection with Suki, the daughter of the mayor and leader of the Kyoshi warriors. He tries to stand out and look like the best warrior there is and is questioned by Suki. Stumbling with his words, he is left in awe with her. During this period, they grow closer and is even trained by Suki in the Kyoshi warriors' way until they're interrupted by the Fire Nation. They start to fight against the Fire Nation until Kyoshi appears and drives them out. By this time, Sokka realizes that his duty really is to help the Avatar save the world. Their journey brings them to the Earth Kingdom city of Omashu, where they meet the Mechanist. Sokka impresses this individual as he helps him design what we eventually see as the war balloon the Fire Nation uses. He is even told by the Mechanist that he shouldn't ignore his talent as an engineer and pursue it. Things take a turn as Sokka finds out that the Mechanist was working for the Fire Nation. He admits it, but he explains that it was done to protect his son. When Aang gets captured, the Mechanist shows Sokka and Katara a secret tunnel, where the siblings needed to set their differences aside and arrive just in time at King Bumi's palace to help the young Avatar. Throughout their journey, Team Avatar stumbles upon a burnt forest where they travel to the spirit world. At the spirit world, they get separated by Bai, the protector of this forest. Sokka interacts with a talking fox spirit with 3 tails and revisits his most traumatizing event, where he hears his father said that Sokka may not be fit to be a good warrior. Aang then rescues them from Ko the Face Stealer and they embark their journey to the Northern Water Tribe. When they finally arrive, Sokka can't seem to keep his eyes off Princess Yue. He even makes an approach, and while stumbling with his words, gets to know her a bit more. He finds out that Yue is the fox spirit. They grow closer and fall for each other. But this isn't the only thing that he does. He even inspires Katara to fight Master Pakku, so she can become his student. As they fight the Fire Nation, Sokka is instructed to help Yue move people away from the wall, and in a way to look out for her. While doing this, Momo rescues a young girl from being crushed. While he is barely alive, Yue and Sokka take him where the moon and ocean spirit are, and Yue heals Momo, making Sokka relieved that he's okay. Funny enough, he always had a little feud with Momo, so it was nice to see him worried for Momo. After Zhao eliminates the moon spirit and Aang lets the ocean spirit take over, Yue explains to Sokka that Aang is no more. Sokka questions this and said that there must be a way for him to come back, which leads to Yue giving Sokka one last kiss and frees his feet, so he won't move. Yue gives her life to bring back the moon spirit. Aang comes back and Sokka is supportive towards Aang, letting him know that everything that happened was the Fire Nation's doing. So, what's next with Sokka on the second season of Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender? If all goes according to the original animated series, Sokka is set to have a very important role in this upcoming season, as he will be the one to discover the Day of the Black Sun, which is a solar eclipse that is set to happen before the passing of Sozin's comet. A day that they can use to stop Fire Lord Ozai, since their bending discipline will be weakened. Of course, this won't happen without Team Avatar finding out to Fire Nation's secret plan to use said comet to finish the war. Throughout the season, they will encounter some refugees, and they will travel with them to Full Moon Bay, where they will have an encounter with Suki. Suki will explain that she and the other Kyoshi warriors wanted to find a way to help people after Team Avatar left Kyoshi Island, and that they ended up escorting some refugees to Full Moon Bay, and they've been there ever since. Due to some complications, they won't be able to travel on ferry and will travel through the dangerous Serpent's Pass, where Suki will join them. Due to the events that happened at the Northern Water Tribe, Sokka will be overprotective of Suki. They will talk where she will let Sokka know that she appreciates him looking out for her, but that she is perfectly capable of taking care of herself. They will keep talking, and Suki will even express how she feels about him, yet he won't be able to express his feelings properly because of how hurt he is. This is something that Sokka will be struggling with throughout the second season, but won't reveal it until this moment, since he still blames himself for not being able to protect Yue, even though it wasn't up to him. We believe that we will see signs of this, because Sokka's decision-making can be affected due to him not wanting anyone else he cares about to encounter a fate similar to Princess Yue's. Eventually, they will arrive at Ba Sing Se to tell the Earth King the news of the solar eclipse to try and defeat the Fire Lord before Sozin's comet approaches. Tell us, what's your opinion on this? Did we miss anything? Thanks for watching the video. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this.